Today I have a question that was asked of me just this weekend. And it was, so Becky, do you ever get any creepy guys that want to cuddle you? And my immediate reaction was no. Because I know that there is a trend going on right now where basically all guys who are a little bit socially awkward are getting called creepy. And I have to tell you that I think this is super detrimental because it feels like the modern day crying wolf. I mean, imagine how dangerous it could be if, somebody is actually saying, this guy creeped me out, and somebody wasn't believing because everybody gets called creepy now, and it led to a very dangerous situation. I think that's awful. And then I also think it's detrimental because the guy who's, maybe a little bit shy or uncomfortable about women, around women, is all of a sudden being called creepy. This could send him into a shame spiral that leads to something far worse than a shitty pickup line. So the question, do I ever get any creepy guys in the context of, this trendy definition? No, I don't. Or I don't see them that way. And even if somebody was a little bit odd or, had mannerisms that made people a little bit uneasy, that to me is somebody that really needs love. I see an opportunity there, not trouble. I see a really lonely soul that's lacking interpersonal skills. And the good thing is you can practice these. You can get better at communicating, at socializing, at intimacy. And the problem is, in our world, where do you practice that, right? Like, there's so many articles online, which is lovely. But really, if we want to get better at anything, all right, we want to get better at golf. We want to get better at swimming, at trading stocks, any of these things, you really need to actually practice. You can hire an expert, you can take lessons, but the practice is actually what makes you actually get better. So if somebody is a little bit awkward and they're not having opportunities to meet people, engage with them, and practice there, where do they get that? So, like currently, for instance, one could get a massage, but that's very one-sided. You could see a therapist and start talking through, but therapists are not allowed, basically not even allowed to touch you. I mean, they can get in trouble for just hugging somebody if it was construed in a sexual way. There's prostitution, but not only is that illegal, but it often is totally void of the emotional connection, which is what I think is mostly wanted. I think the closest thing out there today is Tantra, which, I can definitely recommend. That's where I got my start. But I felt the need that there needed to be a bridge to bridge the gap between the fact that it's like if you don't have the opportunity to have relationships to practice, and where can you practice this platonic intimacy before you move into more sexual intimacy? So part of my mission is actually to help normalize the idea that it is totally okay to ask for and know you need to practice connecting with others. And it is without a doubt an innate human need to both love and be loved. So the question really comes down to, is somebody creepy and because of that they aren't getting these opportunities? Or is it that somebody hasn't been loved and hasn't got to give love, and so they become a little bit creepy? I don't think that the world heals by ostracizing the people that need love the most. And while it is not every woman's prerogative nor responsibility to teach somebody, how to, interact with her or give him practice, that is exactly why I am offering the service of cuddling and companionship and just good company with people who need it, want it, or for any other reason want to try cuddling and companionship. So, next time you think about calling somebody creepy guy, just think twice about whether or not it's a fearful situation or if it's just somebody who's a little bit awkward. And send them my way.